Hey, good morning everyone. It's Marathon Monday time. I was just in the purchasing office saying good morning to everyone in there. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. I'm Mal Williams here at the world headquarters of Marathon Coach. We're just going to kind of walk around this morning and say hi to a few people. In fact, I see a couple of customers out here with their coaches. I'm standing right between at the crossroads of purchasing and our service department. If you've ever been to the world headquarters and been through the tour, you may have seen this. Actually, this morning, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to walk you around parts of the tour that you might not see. Sometimes people don't get to see the paint shop, and sometimes people don't get to see service. We'll talk about those shops. Probably go through cabinetry. Another thing we're doing is testing our Wi-Fi. And so let us know how things are going out there in Wi-Fi world. Feel free to make your comments right there. Hope everyone had a good weekend. It's raining in Coburg, but it's a beautiful Monday morning at Marathon. Let's go. So here we are in service. It's a busy Monday morning. If you are a coach owner and you need service, there's no place better than at this location in Coburg, Oregon. And don't forget, Florida and Texas are also fantastic service centers. If you're doing a remodel, if you're doing regular service, there's a spot in Florida, there's a spot in Texas, and here at the world headquarters in Coburg, Oregon. A beautiful lineup here. Let's walk down the row, and I think we're going to head over to cabinetry first. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Hi.
Hi. One of the cool aspects of coming through the service department is you get to see different eras of coaches. Some very new. There's what is this? This is 1256. 1256 is a newer coach. 1176. So you see different eras of coach, anywhere between 20 years old and first and new. We're live on Facebook, everybody. Sid told us, if you don't know him, you do now. Sid, you just pulled in, what, was it this morning?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday afternoon.
So you're here for service?
Here for service. Just some warranty work. And if you come to Marathon in Oregon, don't wash your coach the day before because it'll rain. So.
And it did.
It did.
Sid told me before we were live on Facebook, 2 in the morning it hit, huh?
2 in the morning, I go, oh no.
Oh man, how's the road treating you?
Wonderful.
Excellent.
This is my second marathon, and I love it.
Oh, that's great. Thanks for your time.
Yep.
All right, take care.
Now I know that he's live on Marathon.
That's right.
Monday.
That's it. So, service department, you get to meet and talk with your customers. You get to see a lot of people that are part of the Marathon family, like Mr. Sid Tolles, people who've been around Marathon a long time. Here's 1266, another newer coach, and then there's some carpet being cut over on this side and some upholstery being worked on. So in this area, you've got remodels, you've got service. It's really a busy area. And if you take I'm going to spin around here, you see that there's a lot of activity. And one of the things I really like is that our service guys are pretty much the face of Marathon. Our customers get to be with them on a daily basis, and so our service guys are great representatives of the company because the customers see them all the time, whether it be our techs that are mobile out down in Southern California, our guys in Florida, our guys in Texas, and these guys here, Chris Welch, the head of our department here for service. They really are the face of Marathon because our customers deal with them a lot more than other people in the company. Let's head this way. We're going to go back and go through cabinetry. So let me know if how our Wi-Fi is looking. We're going to kind of test it by walking through different areas of the building. We've got boosters all throughout this building, and we're trying to get a better product out to you guys. So we're going to cut through here, which is usually a Wi-Fi dead zone. Actually, you know what? Because we're live and we can do whatever we want, take a look at this. So this is the back side of the cabinet shop. This is where all the laminate is applied. if you come and take a tour at Marathon, this is one of the spots where you get to come and see. Good morning. That's tough work right there. And that's why a Marathon coach cabinet can look good 25 years later, is because we apply good laminates on top of real hardwoods. All of this is aspects you get to see if you come to Marathon and take a tour. So if you come to Coburg, let me know you're coming. I'll give you a tour. We do tours every day at 11:30, but if you can't make 11:30, even on the weekends and you're showing up, you let me know. All right, here we are in the cabinet shop. We just walked through kind of the corridor between service and the cabinet shop. We're just going to kind of walk this way.
Howdy.
And from this area, we're kind of right in the middle of the building. You can see a lot of craftsmen working on cabinetry. They are basically, all the parts are cut on a CNC router after they are designed on a computer by our engineering team. And then, like, look at this. This is for Coach 1286. This is the frame for bunks. So this is the wall for bunks. It's at the raw wood right here. And then what's going to happen is it's going to go to the laminate shop and be laminated in the wall that's been selected for 1286. That's really neat that we get to see that. Here's a piece also for 1286. This is a dinette cabinet door. Everything gets labeled so that we know. All right, we're going to walk this way. And take a peek outside. And so basically from service over to the front of the building, we just walked through the side of the building and got some coaches out front for sale. I see 419. We profiled Coach 419 all the way down there, that blue coach. We profiled that last week on Marathon Mondays. Was that last week?
A few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago. Thank you, Todd. So now let's go, you know what? Let's go check on Coach 1291. I know it was being prepped and masked up this morning in the paint shop, so let's go see what we can get into. Watch your head here. So from this angle, what you can see, we are on one side of the cabinet shop. This is the CNC router where all of the parts for the cabinetry are cut. And that looks like they're prepping it with to cut some more parts. Let's go down here. So right behind me is the hard surfaces shop. That's where the countertops are done. That is also known as the Corian shop. If you've taken the tour at Marathon, that's something you get to see, is our hard surfaces where all the cabinetry is made. And then if you pivot around here, you get a good shot of the entire cabinetry shop behind me. And even further beyond that is the production floor where everything is installed. This is a very large building. So you can see about a football field and a half away from me is the very end of the building where the production is done. And it's all assembled down there, or installed for the lack of a better term. All right. It is uncharacteristically quiet right now back here. This is the Fiberglass Shop over here. See that? This is where we do our, I think we walked through here. Todd and I were doing some pre-recorded stuff. We walked through here last week, but because we're live, I want to walk through here again. Let's go through the Fiberglass Shop into paint. All right, so this is where we're going to be testing the Wi-Fi because of the large booths and going through all this heavy metal for you Metallica fans. So let's go take a look and see how our Wi-Fi does back here. Here's 1273 right here. I love this paint job. This is a beautiful coach. Back here getting some detail work done on it. All right, we're gonna walk right through the two of these booths and see how our Wi-Fi holds up. All right, we can't go in, but if you look in here, we got a coach that was just sprayed. Let's head right down here. All right, so hopefully the Wi-Fi held up as we walk through there. I'm going to show you a couple of different coaches that are in two different modes or levels of being prepared to be painted. Coach 1290, being prepared. Look at that. All right, now we're going to move through the paint shop and go take a look at continuing our series on 1291. 1291 is in this booth right here. Todd and I came down earlier this morning and took a look at it and wanted to make sure everyone got to see it. We've seen 1291 since the day it arrived from Prevo in its shell form, and it is about to be painted. All right. Masked off. There we go. So maybe a little bit of connection issues, but we did just walk into the paint booth. And I think I'm going to walk you right up this scaffolding if I can. Kind of show you a really cool angle. 1291 in the paint booth. So good morning to everyone who's watching. There we go. All right, apologies for the transmission issues with the Wi-Fi, but that's pretty much our walkthrough this morning. We've been through service, we've been through the cabinet shop, took a look on the I-5 side of Coburg, and also been all the way through service, through paint, through the Fiberglass Shop. If you have any questions or comments, you know how to get a hold of me, malw@marathoncoach.com, or comment right there on Facebook or YouTube. It'll be up on YouTube later this afternoon. I like this paint job too. Let's take a look at this. Isn't that pretty? This is Coach 1244. All right.
There we go, back on.
right, everyone. So we've been through some Wi-Fi testing this morning. So I really appreciate everyone hanging with us as we took the tour through a portion of the building. And as you see, our service department is busy, and we got to meet Mr. Sid Tolles, a customer of Marathon. So that was pretty cool. If you've got any comments or questions, you know how to get a hold of me. So let's do it. malw@marathoncoach.com. Thanks for all of your feedback and all your emails, everyone. Hope you have a good week, and yeah, be yourself. Do good things.